Once upon a time, in a far forgotten wood, there was a vast legend that all understood. If one touched the bright moon high in the sky, it would grant great power, but not to all who try. If a creature was clever with courage and might, the power could be harnessed, if the attempt was just right. Failure was common. Very few could succeed, as many of them were driven solely by greed. Those trying to capture the moon for their gain would meet its wrath and suffer its pain. The myth of the moon is still but a mystery, one left untouched for all of history. Once upon a time, there was a shy little bunny in a forest long since forgotten. They fell in love with the beauty of the world. Each night they hopped from tree to tree, hoping for a view of the sky above and the stars that rested there. On an evening no different from the rest, the bunny emerged from their home deep underground, eager to explore the world once again. They knew the sun would soon rise, and so they hurried to admire the moon. As the bunny darted through the woods, careful and quick, their foot crunched loudly upon a small brittle twig. The poor young rabbit looked on with fright as the moon above them shattered, and all semblance of the great glowing moon was swallowed by the night sky. Then, in the darkness, specks of light appeared. These shards of the moon tumbled downward to the mortal world and across the very forest the young bunny called home. Without a question, without even a doubt, the bunny knew that something must be done. They had stepped on a branch and broken the moon into tiny pieces and knew that it was their responsibility to fix it. Buried in darkness, they cast aside their fear, determined to do whatever they must to return the beauty of the moon. first constellation was the foolish fox, whose tragic flaw was thinking inside the box. Years ago, a greedy king heard the myth of the moon and sought its power for himself. He called upon the fox, a loyal member of his royal court, to venture into the great beyond and retrieve it. The fox barreled his way through the forest, paws creaking and cracking over the dense thicket floor. His mission? A journey to the place where the sky ceases to roam and return with the jewel of the night sky. After days of travel that saw his sharp claws worn to mere pebbles on the rock, he arrived at the horizon. The sun tucked itself to sleep, trading out with the moon which climbed steadily into the sky. The fox yipped and chased after the moon, jaws eager to clamp down on its pearly prize. But the foolhardy fox did not realize that the moon was not so easily won, and his jaws closed down on evening air. His leaps brought him no closer, and his feet eventually gave out under him. He fell to the ground, and he returned to the king, the moon still hanging in the far-off heights of night.